Hello, and thank you for joining this short presentation, which will take you through the basics of student finance. We will cover how much university costs, how you pay for it, what you can borrow, how you pay it back, plus any additional support you may be eligible for. Student finance will be different for each student depending on your personal circumstances, so this is just an overview. Please ask your individual questions in the live chat, or you can email us at student.centre@bucks.ac.uk. Firstly, how much does going to university cost? The tuition fees per year for full-time undergraduate courses are £9,250 for UK and EU students. For international students and part-time degrees, the costs may vary, so make sure you check out the individual course pages. So how do you pay for university? Student finance provide loans to students entering higher education. There are two types of loans that can be applied for: tuition fees and maintenance, and these can be done on the same application. Not all students choose to take out student loans. They are not obligatory, and there are options for self-financing your university course. Please ask in our live chat or check out fees and finance on our website at bucks.ac.uk. So are you eligible for a student loan? Whether you qualify for student finance depends on a number of factors. Firstly, your university or college and your course. At Bucks, our courses are all recognised by Student Finance and we are a qualifying institution. You'll usually only get student finance if you're doing your first higher education qualification, even if your previous course was self-funded. You may still be eligible for limited funding in certain circumstances and for some courses, so please do check with us. If you have previously started a university course but not completed it, this will also impact on your funding. Please chat with us live if this applies to you. There are also some limitations to funding if you're over 60 when you start studying, so again, check with us. And lastly, your nationality or residency status. You can apply for full support if all the following apply. You're a UK or Irish national or have settled status. You normally live in the UK and you've been living in the UK, the Channel Islands or the Isle of Man for 3 continuous years before the start of your course. There are exceptions to this, so please do chat with us today or email us to find out more. So back to the loans themselves. Tuition fees loan is usually £9,250, and this is used to cover the cost of your course provided by the university. This is paid directly to the university and not into your bank account, and is paid once you have enrolled onto your course. Your maintenance loan is there to help with living costs while studying at university. The maintenance loan is paid directly into your bank account each term, so usually September, January and April, and it is meant to help cover the costs of accommodation, food, travel, books, socialising, etc. This is optional, and some students, for example, students choosing to study from home, choose not to take this loan, and it is worked out based on your household income, which we'll go into more detail about in a moment. If you're applying for one of our undergraduate courses which include pilot training, the additional flight training costs are not covered by student loans, so you will have to find these funds for yourself. If you have any queries on this, speak to the course leader or chat to us today or contact us on student.centre@bucks.ac.uk. You apply for student finance online at gov.uk from around the end of February, and the form is really easy to fill out. You will need to set up an account and provide proof of identity and details of your household income. Student Finance will then email your parents for them to confirm that this information is correct. You don't need a confirmed place to apply, just put your first choice course, and you can change this at any point up to enrolling on the course. If you need to provide any additional evidence, the website will guide you through this, but it is a good idea to start your application as early as possible to make sure you are paid on time. And you will need to apply again for each year of study. So what is included in household income? This is your parents' or partner's taxable income plus your own. It affects how much help you get with living costs. It includes any of the following that apply to you. Your parents' income if you're under 25 and live with them or depend on them financially. The combined income of one of your parents and their partner, again, if you are under 25 and live with them. Your partner's income if you're over 25 and live with them, even if they spend most of their time abroad, and income you get from any of your own savings, investments, or property, in example, dividends or rent. What you can borrow for your maintenance or living cost loan will also depend on the following factors. If you remain living at home, if you are studying away from home, if you are studying in London. For the year 2020-2021, the maintenance loan levels are shown here. As you can see, there's a sliding scale. If your household income is below £20,000 per year in total, then you will qualify for the maximum amount, and this will decrease depending on your income until you reach the minimum amount. This is for household incomes between £58,000 and £69,000, and it doesn't decrease any further after that. If your household income has been affected by COVID-19, you could be able to borrow additional money. The maintenance loan is determined by your household income from the previous year, which may be higher than this year. If your income has reduced by 15% or more, you can ask for a current year income assessment to take this into account. Complete your application as normal and then complete the assessment in June or July before you start. Student Finance won't offer you this. You'll need to contact them and ask. It is worth looking at other forms of funding to help you with your time at university. Most universities will provide financial support, bursaries and scholarships, and the great thing is you usually don't have to pay them back. At Bucks, we are proud to be a friendly and inclusive university, and we offer a package of scholarships and bursaries to make sure that everyone can reach their potential. These range from our academic achievement scholarships awarded to UK students who exceed their predicted grades, to our bursaries aimed at care leavers and estranged students. We also have subject-specific bursaries, for example in social work, and bursaries for students from low-income families. The Bucks Future Success Grant pays all our UK and EU students £150 towards supporting their course through specialist equipment, module-related books and recommended resources. In addition to this, we have a series of measures to further support our students, including short-term loans for students in temporary crisis and the Bucks Hardship Fund, which provides discretionary financial assistance for students to help them access and remain in higher education. Lastly, how do you repay your student loans? Once you graduate, your loans are combined to give a single monthly instalment amount. You will not have to pay anything until the April after you finish your course, and then you only start to pay back once you are earning over £26,575 a year. This figure rises in line with inflation each year. It can be helpful to think of your student loan repayments as a graduate tax because it is linked to how much you earn, not how much you owe. So if you aren't earning above the threshold, you won't be paying anything back, no matter how much you have borrowed. You will be paying back 9% of any amount you earn over the threshold, which, as we said, is currently £26,575. So let's look at an example. If you graduate and are earning £28,000 per year, you will be asked to pay back 9% of £1,425. That is the difference between the threshold and what you are earning. That works out at £10.69 per month, which is probably doable. The money will come straight out of your wages, so you don't need to remember to pay it. After 30 years, any remaining loan is cancelled, even if you have only paid a percentage of it off. It is also cancelled if you reach state pension age or you become permanently disabled and cannot work a result. And if your earnings drop, for instance, you take a career break, you work part-time for a period, or you become unemployed, you don't pay anything back until your earnings rise above the threshold again. One last thing to remember is that your student loans will not be counted when you apply for a mortgage, loan, or credit card. The bank will only look at your repayments, not the lump sum you have borrowed. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, you can chat to us live during the event, or you can email us on student.centre@bucks.ac.uk. The website to apply for student finance is gov.uk, and a good way to keep in contact with student finance is to follow them on Twitter or Facebook. They are good at getting back to queries on social media. Good luck with your application, and we look forward to seeing you at Bucks in the future. Thank you.